the sea day today on Caribbean Princess, so I'm just wandering around enjoying the ship today. Good morning, and I'm having a particularly unusual cruise day for me because I'm still in my cabin. It might be an inside one, but the bed is typically very comfortable, just like a normal Princess cruise. I've had a good long lie in. It's our first sea day, so I didn't really have anything to get up for. I've nowhere to get off and go and visit. We changed time zones last night, so we went an hour forward. We're moving from Eastern Daylight Time in Quebec to Atlantic Daylight Time for Charlottetown and Halifax and Sydney, which are our next 3 stops, not in that order, but you'll follow along. So quite a lazy morning. That's what being on holiday is about, though, isn't it? I'm terrible for relaxing, so I've actually made an effort today and had a nice chilled out morning, and now I'm going to go and explore. So come along with me. So I'll start with the lifts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a couple in the corners there, so you've 6 elevators. There's the big screen that tells you what the events are. I've done this one before. I'm flicking along, have a look what's going on. And then there's the interactive screens on the side where you can work out which deck you're on. So I'm on deck 12. We're going to head down to deck 5, and then we'll start at the bottom. Got ourselves a lift. Everyone's down on the bottom on Piazza deck because it looks like we're in for a cocktail demonstration. This is the heart of the ship. Definitely the heart of the ship already, I've discovered that. There are singers down here, I've seen violinists, the party band was on there last night. I have the Vines bar. So that was the meeting point for the solos group. Day 1, they had music in there. Discovered this one last night. The International Cafe is open 24 hours. You can get food whenever you want. My new favourite food is pizza muffins. Fine art gallery. It's an art auction today. Might go and have a look at it later. The Crown Grill, one of the specialty restaurants. Future Cruise Centre, if you want to book another cruise. Shore Excursion Desk, if you want to plan any trips. So now I'm on deck 7, Promenade deck. Sabatini's Italian restaurant. I think Sabatini's used to be included, but now it's not unless you've got the premium package. Photo gallery, your photo gifts. And if you like the bingo, that'll be on later on today. This is Club Fusion. So the Palm dining room is one of the main dining rooms. It's one of these weird design ships where you have to come to the back of the ship, up on deck 7 and then go down to deck 6. You can't just walk through from deck 6. So deck 7 is also the promenade deck. I do like promenade decks, so go for a little wander to see what I see. I'm seeing the sea today. Beautiful sky again. 2.7 laps if you want to get a mile in. Which also suggests it goes all the way around. Canada over there. Carry on round, so it is a promenade deck that loops the whole end of the ship, which is great because you can do laps into the lifeboat stations. Hopefully never have to see those other than to wander underneath. So I'm enjoying a sea day somewhere off the coast of Canada. If you're enjoying this video, please do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You get to see all the other places that I visit in Canada as well. This is a split level promenade deck because we've just come up to deck 8, which is the Emerald deck. So if you want the bow view, you go up a step. So this is the bow of the ship. If I wanted to do the famous Titanic pose, this is the spot I want to do it at. So the bow is up on deck 8, but then there are steps back, so back down on deck 7 again. There's a game show coming up at 1 o'clock. We have the bright lights of the casino, which is open. A bit of poker go on the slots. Watch the American football, you get the British football scores on the ticker as well. So up on the top of deck 7 near the casino, there's a bit of a sale going on. Cocktail demonstration's finished now, it's a bit quieter down there. There's Croon's bar over in the corner. And again, all the way around, there are more shops. Like Cove, I need to pop in there some ship souvenirs if I can. Ship souvenirs with a P and fumes. If you like shopping, you could spend a fortune on here. I quite often go and have a look in the watch shops. I don't quite often spend. Okay, so we've done the lower decks, then it's staterooms up middle, so now I'm up in the lifts to deck 15. We have the pool. Now this one, so 15 and 16 there, overlooking with the sunbeds. Already a fan, haven't been in the pool. Still on deck 15. hot tubs. It's also on deck 15 you get the big screen for the movies under the stars. So on this they have documentaries, concerts, the American football's been on, and then there'll be a film on every so often as well. I'm going to go up these steps onto deck 16. A bit more sheltered from the wind on this one. Still your blue sky, the ship's funnel. And they all have bars, so you're not going to go thirsty. I have been up these steps, so this must be deck 17. I suspect this is going to be one of these ones that there are quite a few deck 17s. Little pieces, because it's not a continuous deck. That looks interesting down the back of there. And the kids' water park, we'll kind of look at that. There are only 10 children on this cruise in September. This is a viewing screen, so you can see out the ocean, but you're protected by glass. So I'm down the back of the ship, and there's a little kids' water park here. Oh, it's sprayed in. This is the back of the ship. I think it's called Skywalkers. And that's going to be Skywalkers Nightclub. Sneaking around the back here. A little back of the ship tour. Little plunge pools. Hidden away at the back of the ship, some kind of climbing nets, game things down there. So that seems like the get away from it area. Oh, it's called Ring. Some like sports courts. Here at the back of the ship it's a bit quieter. Ping pong tables and some kind of game. It's not the most activities I've seen on a ship, and I don't think Princess is really that kind of ship. So this is a really quiet place. You just want a bit of peace and quiet, and of course you get that beautiful wake view. Oh, it's not working. I get a travel later. So this is Skywalkers Nightclub. Haven't been anywhere near this at night so far. It's only day 3, plenty of time. During the day you get a bit of peace and quiet. And it's a fab place for a view right at the top of the ship at the back. The back of the buffet, you've got one of the casual dining restaurants, which is Planks, which is a bit of a barbecue thing, and across the other way you've got Steamers, which is the seafood version. So that's my tour of the ship done, on the buffet again, and stopping for lunch. Done with me exploring the ship. Now I'm going to grab a sunbed, have 10 minutes, reading my book for the next activity this afternoon. Coffee and cones, you can get your ice creams and your ice cream sundaes, or you can get yourself a coffee or a tea. I've got my takeaway cup of tea at the International Cafe. There is a charge for it, but again it's free in the Plus package. I'm in Club Fusion for an enrichment lecture on the Halifax explosion. No idea what that's about, but I'm going to find out. I've got my takeaway tea and my bingo cards, because that's coming up next. So it's really worth going to these enrichment talks. This one was about Halifax, where we're visiting in a couple of days. Apparently the Halifax explosion happened on the 6th of December 1917, and it was the biggest explosion in recorded history prior to the nuclear bomb in Hiroshima. And basically 2 ships collided in Halifax. One's carrying tons of TNT, and it just flattened the city and killed 2,000 people. So we have learned a lot today. That was really worth coming to see. I think I'm off to a good start because I think that means I've won $10.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time. So we're all going to do a countdown for the captain from 3. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome aboard, everybody, and enjoy your vacation.
So it's formal night. I've actually got myself a table for 1 in the restaurant. I've been sharing for the last couple of nights, which I'm enjoying, but it just took about 2 hours to get through dinner. So I'm going to try and be a bit quicker tonight, because there's loads of stuff to go and see. I didn't bring a jacket. I ummed and ahed about, do I bring my suit, my tops and all this kind of rubbish. And then wait a minute, I just went for shirt and tie. I'm probably 95% as well dressed as anyone else here. Most people haven't even bothered, or at least the odd shirt and jacket, so you can get away with anything for formal night. So don't over stress about it, wear what you want to wear. So anyway, I'm still enjoying my fizz from the champagne fountain, and the menu is delicious, so there's too much choice. I'm not sure what I'm going to choose, but actually, because I'm on the mountain, I can actually take pictures, so I'll try and remember to photo them. Usually I'll be in it before I remember. So I'm starting off with duck pate. I've got a glass of Promenade and water and a little basket of bread. Oh, very nice. And this is a leg of lamb. Theatre has these nice little tables that pull out your armrest so you can put your drink on while you watch the show. I always like that. And they also have a live orchestra for all the shows in Princess Cruises. After midnight, but there's American football on the big screen if you want. Going to the nightclub, hopefully. Actually, I'm going back up the lifts, so I'm hoping. Oh, we have lifts up to the sky deck. So, going up. I can hear YMCA. I'm at the bottom of the Skywalkers Travelator. If you're drunk, you can just get on the Travelator, come up. There's probably about 4 people in this disco. Oh, I'm gonna have to walk because otherwise it's gonna make a really rubbish edit. Oh no, there's people in. I can see people. I can see human beings. I'm going to the disco, folks. It's not packed by any means, but there's a bar. There are people. So I'm gonna stay and have a beer. It's the end of the Skywalkers. It's finished at 1 o'clock, so it's not really late one. I've got 2 bottles of water,
in an hour and about going to the International Cafe for a butty. And I've got them in my munchies. So, but anyway, there's no escalator down, you've got to walk now. I'm definitely tea now, I'm take 12, but I think I might be going to step 5. Got a butty, got my munchies. So, this has absolutely